guys, welcome back to Critical Flick. Today I'm reviewing the film Hustlers. So I, like a lot of other people, saw the trailers for this movie, and I honestly kind of disregarded it. I thought it was going to be a film that pretty much entirely relies on, the sex appeal, and it's just kind of silly movie, and just it didn't look all that good from the trailers to me, but man, I was wrong. This movie is kind of a classic case of don't judge a book by its cover. On its face, it's really about, a group of strippers that are trying to take down some Wall Street elite, take them for all they got and take advantage of their situation, but there's a lot more to it, and it was a really well-crafted story. Now, I know that this film is based on a true story. It's actually based on an article from the New York Times, and, I browsed through it really quickly, and I don't know, obviously with movies, you get some things that change a little bit, and there's no way of really knowing exactly what's true and what's not, but it seemed like it stuck pretty true to the real-life story. Jennifer Lopez was excellent in this film. It's really awesome to see a female lead that is being like a crime boss, being like the head of like this crime syndicate. You see it so many times. I feel like we get movies that are similar to this every year. We get these crime dramas with the, a family or the mafia or the mob or something like that. But it was refreshing seeing it in this style. It felt very new, but still using a very similar formula. I also think that this movie balanced the comedy aspects of it really well with the dramatic and the crime elements. From the trailers, I thought this movie was basically going to be a comedy for the most part, but it really, it does dive deeply into these characters, and you get a little bit of a character story, especially with Constance Wu's destiny. I like the fact that some of these characters, while they're doing bad things, they have some redeemable qualities. Like her, for instance, she's trying to look after her elderly grandmother. She's kind of in a tough situation, and she's taking advantage of these people that, aren't necessarily the best people themselves, not meaning that, these crimes are justifiable or anything like that, but it makes you a little more on board what's going on. It's not just crime for crime's sake. You do get a little bit of an element of why these things are happening. Jennifer Lopez obviously knocks it out of the park in this movie. As you've heard, she's fantastic. She's just really good, and I didn't expect a lot from her. I haven't seen a ton of J-Lo's films, but I thought this was a really good one. This is probably her best one that I've seen, definitely. And her role actually demands a lot of physical acting. I think people disregard that a lot in films. You really focus on, the performance of the dialogue and things like that, but she has to do a lot of dancing in this movie, and it's not easy, but J-Lo is just a machine. She's just such a great performer, and she's able to showcase those talents in this film, and so you get the best of her. And I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, as a long shot, if she does get nominated for some things for this film, because it was a really big surprise for me, and I think for general audiences, we weren't expecting this movie to be so good. I thought the pacing in this movie was pretty good. I think that we got through the points we needed to get to. It does get slightly repetitive when the events are actually happening, where you're actually having the people being taken advantage of by the girls in the film. But, you kind of have to tell the story that way because that's what happened. But I think for the most part, it moved pretty well, and I liked the good character moments that we got throughout. I thought this movie was well shot. I think the scenes in the club were done especially well. I was not expecting, like I said, I keep repeating myself, I was not expecting this movie to be so well made, and it really is. And I can't get over how refreshing it was to see this film and how surprising. So all in all, I really enjoyed Hustlers, and I will actually give it an 8 out of 10. I think it is one of my top 10 movies of the year, and I would have never thought going in to see this film from the trailers that a movie that just seemed like it was just a stripper movie with J-Lo turned out to be one of my favorite crime dramas of the year. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Let me know what you thought. Did you enjoy the movie as much as I did? Were you surprised as much as I did? I feel like a lot of people like me saw the trailer, kind of disregarded it, then they saw it and they got something completely different. And I mean, that's just a testament to the way trailers go. Sometimes you see these trailers and the movie looks great and ends up being terrible. This is one of those rare times where the trailer was bad and the movie was actually really good. Those are my thoughts. Remember to like and subscribe, and see you guys next time.